Another red flag. Republicans took most local elections.
Mr. Reagan.
All right, now according to the New York Times, this is in the New York Times, the majority of local elections, right? We're talking about like local legislators, stuff like that, state legislators, right? According to the New York Times, Republicans did really well in 2020 in the most recent election. We did really well in local races. And that is something that the left was really surprised about. The reason they were surprised about this is because the Democrats apparently poured hundreds of millions of dollars into these local elections. They were desperately trying to cause this blue wave on the state level for all of these state level candidates. Right. Now, apparently, according to the article I was reading, Republicans totally control the state legislature and the governor's office in 22 states. So the Republicans have total control over the state governments of 22 states. Democrats have total control over 15 states only. And there are 11 states that are split, and 2 are yet unclear because the election tallies haven't been clear. I don't know why. Maybe they're clear now, and I was unable to figure that out. But 2 aren't clear. But there's 11 states that are split. They're divided. They have, maybe a Republican governor and Democrat state legislature, or vice versa. But 22 states are totally controlled by conservatives, Republicans, and 15 states are totally controlled by Democrats. But Republicans didn't win in a landslide anything, and but they did win a little bit. So across the country, the whole nation voted in local elections, state elections, to keep things essentially the same. There were 2 exceptions to this. Republicans took the state legislatures of New Hampshire and Arizona. Arizona isn't perfectly clear yet, but it looks like they've taken Arizona as well. So the nation, in terms of local races, state races, shifted slightly right. Okay? And the point to all this, what I'm talking about, is that how did Joe Biden win if so many Republicans won in local races? Now, there's a possibility. There's a possibility that this could happen. Of course. This is not an anomaly that should raise raise any attention, any significant attention. However, it does raise a little bit of a question when you combine it with all of the other red flags that we have. And we have a ton. There are so many statistical coincidences, so many statistical anomalies, so many instances that don't seem to make sense. You saw Rudy Giuliani's press conference the other day, I expect, and that was very compelling. You heard audible gasps from the people there because the statistics are astonishing. It's clear that fraud has taken place. It needs to be investigated. But this is just another thing to think about. How is it that the conservatives can do so well in all the local races, and then the Democrats win the presidency? And people have talked about this with regard to Congress. We actually did better in Congress than the Democrats. We took a few seats in the House and we held on to the Senate. In politics, every 4 years, things don't tend to shift that much. Occasionally they do. Occasionally there's a landslide in one direction or the other. But I think it would be really weird to see a shift like this where so it's not much of a shift right on the local level, on the state level, and it's not much of a shift to the left on the national level, except Biden certainly didn't win in a landslide if you believe the vote count as it is. So, this is a possibility. However, things do tend to shift in the same direction, right? So if there's like a landslide victory for the president, for a Republican president, you'll start to see local races shift the same way. This time, things are different. Things seem to shift slightly right or stay the same, but things did not stay the same in the presidential race. Biden won, according to the current vote count. But the truth is, we all know the vote count is bogus. We need to look into it, and we need to find out what really happened. But I just wanted to inform you guys about this specific anomaly, which is just another red flag. All right. I'm going to give you guys more red flags. I'm going to give you guys more news as I uncover it. I'm doing a bunch of research on this stuff, so stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell because you're going to get a lot of new stuff. I've got a lot of really good stuff coming. So go ahead and hit the notification bell and subscribe to this channel. All right, I will see you guys next time.
If we lose freedom here, there's no place to escape to. This is the last stand on earth. And this idea that government is beholden to the people, that it has no other source of power except the sovereign people, is still the newest and the most unique idea in all the long history of man's relation to man. This is the issue of this election.